So welcome. Glad you guys are here. Thanks so much for sharing your Sunday with me with Fusion. As always, take care of yourselves today. If I take you into a posture or a sequence that your body says, then you back out, honor you, and take modifications when you need it, take rest whenever you need it. And yeah, let's have fun and move and breathe and connect together. So glad you're here again. Let's start on our mats, which obviously, sorry, I'm going back to my mat. Let's start in half dog. If you need to start in child's pose first, start in child's pose. We'll start in kind of a grounding position, but also something that can kind of open up our backs, our spine, our shoulders. So hips right over knees. Start to walk those hands forward. Let the forehead drop down to the earth. If you want it first, just journey back to child's pose, knees wide, big toes to touch, you can, and then come into half dog, that's fine. Just let your chest melt down. Just kind of let your forehead rock side to side a little bit, massaging out the third eye. Bend your elbows, so walk the elbows into the body, palms lift together to the base of your head. And then you can kind of walk those elbows a little bit more forward, energetically letting the underarms drop down to the earth. And just take a couple of rival breaths here for yourself. Deep breath in. Opening the mouth and breathe out. Couple more like that, just clearing the space. You can truly be right here, right now. If it's too much with the palms to the base of the head, just bring them back down. But this is a nice tricep stretch, underarm stretch, shoulder stretch. And then just start to feel your breath, move in and out, ujjayi breathing. Start to hear your breath, be with your breath and your body. Land here for 3 more breaths. With your next exhale, walk one hand in line right underneath the shoulder and then the other one lifting up to table pose. Spread those fingertips wide. Hands right underneath the shoulder, knees underneath hips. Just begin to sway the hips a little side to side. It feels good to kind of lean a little bit and hold that stretch. Do so. Or even look a little over the shoulder, opposite shoulder as you twist. Once you've gone both directions equally, just find your way back to table pose. Begin to lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, round through the spine to the chest, really pressing into the earth, finding this space. And then if you want to, as you find your next inhale to cat and cow, and then to cat, you can kind of almost, it's like a barrel roll. So you go in the direction to the left, to the right, just articulating the vertebrae, or you can still move front and back if that feels more natural and more where you need to be, do so. Go with the flow that feels right for you. Breathing in, breathing out, moving intentionally, warming up the body.
Forget all the faces you missed.
And then with your next breath, no rush to arrive, just come back to your table pose here. Toes tucked this time. Really spread those fingertips. Lift through the tailbone and begin to journey back to downward dog. Just bending one knee then the other. Pedaling out the feet. Really stretching that heel towards the back of the mat. Good. And then find a little softness in your knees. Just that little bend, that lengthening across the tailbone. Energetically reach your chest towards your thighs and just land here for a couple more breaths. Reaching those heels to the back of the mat, even if they're not touching this early in the morning. Or early in this practice, rather. Breathing in and out through the nose. Finding one more breath. And then with your next inhale, reach your right leg high to the sky. Just begin to peel open the hip. Look underneath the right shoulder, lifting out of that left shoulder. And then begin to close the hips. Come forward, bring your right knee to the right tricep. Sweep it back. And find two more like that. Getting high up on the arm as best you can. Reach it back, exhale the foot to the earth. Take a big breath in together. Big breath out together. Finding the other side. Inhale, left leg high to the sky, peeling open, lifting out of the right shoulder. Stacking left hip on top of right. And then coming forward. Knee to upper arms, back. Back, find that downward dog on your exhale. Inhale, right leg to sky. Just draw that knee to tricep. This time, step it straight back, downward dog. And then picking up left side. Back. And right, just alternating. I'm still bending my knees a little bit in my downward dog, just to find some opening across the sacrum. One more each side. And this next time, knee to tricep. Step the right foot forward, let the left knee land into a little lizard pose. Once again, using those blocks if you need to bring the earth to you. Pick up the knee, step it back, find that downward dog, and then left side. So knee up to get upper arm, and then place the foot down, knee down. Lift the right knee, step back. And twice more each side, and just your rhythm, your breath. Lizard step to back. Really pressing back into the heels, away from the hands as you find your downward dog. This next time the right foot lands outside the right hand, pause with the left knee lifted. Charge up that right foot to step off the back foot. Kind of finding a high malasana squat so the thighs are a little bit more parallel. Notice my spine is parallel to the earth too, long spine. And then from here, step the right foot back. Finding a lizard on that left side. And then finding downward dog. Stepping forward, left foot outside. And then right. Pause here. And then opposite, left foot steps back. And then right. Right foot steps. And then left. Right foot back. And then left. Left foot. And right. Left foot back. And right. And just do one more each side rather. You need a block here, do so, finding a little malasana squat. You need to be up higher, find this, totally fine. See about lengthening your spine here. Pressing through the outer edge of the feet. Hold here, a couple more breaths. Fingertips reach in front of you to the earth. Lift those hips, pivot the feet wide parallel. Just let your head hang and sway a little side to side. Feel the weight transfer to right, to left. Little bend in the knee. Excuse me. And then find that middle ground. Once again, a little softening of those knees. Take those hands, lift them to the base of the back, and release the fingers, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Roll the chest open and diving forward, crown of the head reaching down. Those are light here. Even though you're leaning slightly forward. Let the head go, releasing the neck. And with your next exhale, releasing those arms. Just let everything ragdoll and drop your weight a little bit more into those heels. Curl the tailbone under, take a slow roll to stand. Short the shoulders up and back. Do this a couple times, adding on a little cactus arms. Might feel good to rotate those shoulders. Inhale, arms reach up, big sweep. Exhale, dive forward, hinging from the hips. Hips to the sky. Grab those weights if you choose, knuckles to the earth. Step your right foot back, then the left. Find your plank pose. Take a big sip of breath here. Shift forward and hover down all the way to the earth. Untuck the toes. Loop through a couple cobras here. Opening. And down. The shoulders roll up and down the back. Elbows hugging in. Last one. Toes, press back to the heels. Inhale, shift forward, table pose, and let's find our way back down. Take a deep breath in together, and breathe it out together. On an inhale, roll forward to your high plank, shoulders over wrists. You can modify into those modified plank, your knees down. So those feet might need to come a little wider here for stability. Shoulders right over those wrists. We hug everything into the midline. Neck stays long, so my gaze is slightly forward to the top of my mat. And I'm really pressing into the earth to expand the shoulder. Your right foot's going to kind of step out to the side as far, and you can kind of slide it depending on where you are, and then it steps back. Right foot again, maybe a little further getting into that side oblique. If you need to bend the knee here, looks like this, totally fine. If the left knee is down here, that works too. Beautiful job, stay with it. So strong. One more. Stepping back, maybe press back downward dog, get out of those wrists for a moment. Inhale forward, find your high plank. Once again, you can find table pose with this version versus a modified plank. Choose. Lifting that right leg, bend the knee, a little out to the side, a little fire hydrant, and you drop the knee center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. Keep the right foot flexed, really charge up the left leg, reaching through that left heel. Neck is long, shoulders stay over wrist. Once again, you can be in table pose, lifting the fire hydrant, but staying lifted out of that left hip. For 4, 3, stay with it. For 2, Amazing. Last one. Hang in there. Knee down. Back to downward dog. Take a big breath in. Let it out. Inhale forward. Find a little sequence here. Find that stability in the legs. Flex the right foot, heel to glute. And you're just lifting that knee here straight to sky. Right thigh stays parallel. Really reach through that left heel. You got it. Stay with it. So strong. For 4. For 3. 2. 1. Sweep it back. 3-legged. Big stretch. Big step forward. Right foot thumb. Start to lift to the round part of your waist. We're kind of lifting to blocks to find your space a little bit above the earth. All right, from here. So I'm going to widen my stance a little bit. Right foot a little bit more to the right. Left toes to the left. Slide that left leg back so my spine is long for some rounding here. Now from here, start to lift one hand to thigh than the other into your arrow pose. Now, beautiful job. So you're going to bend that back knee. And we're actually going to keep that back leg straight. Sorry. From here, arms reach up here. As you bend the elbows, then you're lifting the chest. Reach forward, reach through the left heel. Exhale back. Inhale forward. So stabilize by that back heel. Press through those elbows. Now you want to stay lifted in the spine so I'm not dropping all the way to my right thigh. You got this. Follow your breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Light grip on the weights. So notice I'm not kind of holding them like this. My fingertips are really light, just the thumbs helping to hold it. 5 here. 4. 3. 2. 1. Find your arrow pose. Arms are going to kind of bend into the body. This is where you're going to bend that back knee and reach out. Draw it in, reach straight forward. In and out. Oh yes, starting to burn. Breathing helps so much here. Keep breathing. Now think about as you bend the back knee, create it like almost like a little crunch into the body without bringing the knee forward, as if you're doing some core. For 3, 2, 1. Step that foot forward. Everything kind of crunches in, and then you step that left foot back. Arms reach in and back. Everything in. Extend. Stay with it. Right toes are light. Hello, hamstring. Awakening up for sure. Whew. Great. So good. Hang in there. You're so strong. 2, 1. Rise up. Pause here. Little bend in that right leg again. Left toe step back. My weight comes more into that right foot, but it's like a little spring here. And then I want you to step off, lengthen the left leg, reach your heart forward, airplane. So as you step back, and then we lift and press. Step. Right knee stayed over ankle. Hang in there. Anyone else's glute and hamstring talking to you? You can kind of bend that back knee to find a little springing action. ready to hold your airplane. 6 more like this. Really lift out of that right hip versus feeling like you have to lift that left leg high for lengthening. 2, 1. Hold that airplane, rotate the palms together, tap the toes, and lift. And as you lift, press those palms together. This is it. For 6. Arms spread out for 5. Press together as you lift for 4. Woo. For 3. 2. 1. Oh. Big step back. Oh. Straighten that front leg. You may want to lift to blocks here or use those weights. Shifting hips back, we're straightening that front leg, breathing in, rebound. Bend that, lower the left knee down and just find a little half split. Rebend. Right leg lifts to the sky, big stretch, shake it out. Woo. Bring some life back in. Exhale, 2 feet to the earth here. Just notice right side to left. No judgment, just notice. Be that observer. And then with your next inhale, shift forward, high plank. Settle those hips, reach through those heels and out of the heels. Lowering down as you like, either halfway or all the way. Breath in, reach through, cobra up dog. Press those hips forward. And then exhale, press back, downward dog. Big sip of breath in, big sip of breath out. On an inhale, shift forward, find your plank. Once again, you can modify. I'm gonna bring my left leg out to the side, either bent or straight. Gliding it out, just like this. Keep moving. Three, 2, 1. Press back, downward dog. I'm just going to switch sides so you can see me better here. Breathe out. Let it go. Inhale back, forward to that high plank. You've got this. So from here, I'm going to kind of lift, bring my left knee down, right underneath the hip, foot flexed, and bring it out to the side, a little fire hydrant, and down. If you modify, knee is down just like this. You want to make sure those hands are right underneath the shoulders. Otherwise, knee lifted, lifting and lowering, left foot flexed, shoulders over wrists, for 4, almost there for 3, 2, 1, bring it in, step back, find that breath, recommit, let go of any energy that doesn't serve you. Find a little lunge here. So inhale forward, you got it. Flex that left foot, thighs parallel to the earth. Lift up and down, up and down. And my shoulders right over those wrists. You need to modify, right knee down. You got it. Hang in there for 3. So good, for 2. Last one. Sweep it back, big stretch. Big step forward, left foot, left thumb. Sliding that right leg back. So check in, you want to make sure you've got a wide enough stance here again. Left hip reaching back, right hip bone to the front, spreading those hips off. Start to lift one hand at thigh than the other. Scissor those thighs in. You're going to start to rise up. Shoulders over hips, straightening through the front leg. Scissor those thighs in, elbows draw back. And then as you bend the front knee, hinging forward from the hips, arms reach. And you be the judge of how high up those arms reach. You've got to really press through that left big toe mound here when you lift to find that stability. Breathe in, reach. Really draw those elbows. See if you can grip the weights a little bit less. Chest is opening. Beautiful job. Ride your breath. Relax the left toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your arrow pose, front knee bends. Hands can always stay here to your thigh, or those elbows bend in as you bend the back leg. Arms reach parallel to the earth. Bend it in, reach. Feel that connection of shoulder blades drawing down the back even when you reach. Create like a little crunch of those abdominals working as you bend everything, crunch everything in. For 4. Now you could stay right here with this next movement, or you go front to back. Last one. Step forward, a little crunch in, right? Then I step back, arms reach. So in and back. But my weight in this one is all on that left foot. You're not stepping back to lunge. I'm tapping the right toes back. Find your breath, you got it. For 6. So good, stay with it. For 5. You can do this. For 4. 3. 2. 1. Rise up, straighten that front leg just a little bit, shake it out, you got it. This is that one where the left knee bends. I step into a little, just to the ball of the foot, I step off and I spring. But when I step, I'm bending. You want to add the curls? Do so. So spring forward into Dekasana. Hang in there. Really press those arms back. Stay with it. Really lift out that left hip. Find your breath. So close. Press those arms back. Engage the upper body just as much. For 5. Ready to hold for 4. 3. 2. 1. Left glute is screaming at me. Find that airplane. Pause here. Arms, palms pressing together. Tap the toes over to the left and lift. Tap and lift. If you want to, arms pressed together. Try not to rotate the hips here. You just tap and lift and spread those wings. Press and lift. 4. 3. 2. 1. Let's come to the back top. Just shake it out for a moment. Hands to heart. Find your breath. Breathe it out. Let it go. Step that right foot back. Finding a little low lunge. Shift your hips. Scissor those thighs as you reach through that left hip crease. Holy smokers. How are your legs doing? Pivot those feet wide parallel. Bend your right knee and then your left. We're just going to tap. A little stretch. You need to be up higher. Totally be here. Think about hinging from the hips versus rounding that upper spine to touch the earth. Toes are light, weight back into the heel. Breathe in, breathe out. Well, active recovery. So good, stay with it. Knees tractioning right over those ankles. Almost there. For 4. For 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Rebend through that left knee. Come back around front. Sweep your leg back. Shake it out. Bring both feet to the earth. You can always find that child's pose here, or stay in downward dog, or move through a little vinyasa, maybe knees down this time. Cobra up dog. Journey back, downward dog. And actually, let's lower our knees for a moment. Find child's pose. Find your breath. You need water, you find water. Knee commit right here. It's your power word to finish out this practice. Something that lifts yourself up, keeps you motivated, encourages you. Your next inhale, let's lift up to table. And then exhale, back downward facing. Big breath in, big breath out. Lift those heels, lift to tippy toes, soften those knees, either walk or hop forward, top and left. Find your breath and lift halfway. Exhale, fold and surrender. Weights or no weights, root to rise, take it up. Exhale, anchor the hands. Big breath in. Empty it out, let it go. Inhale, sweep it to sky, big stretch. Exhale, hinging forward. We'll soften in those knees. Inhale, find that halfway. Knuckles to the earth, step back, find plank. Let your knees soften for this first one to modify plank. Press those elbows in, chest stays open. Hover either a micro bend or find that halfway. But we gotta stay lifted out of those shoulders. Inhale, lift. If you feel like you can keep that integrity, lift those knees and down. Inhale. It's gotta shift forward and down. Inhale. 3 more, shift forward and down. Each time I lift, I reach through those heels. Recommit. 1 more. Press back, downward dog, big sip of breath. Big breath out. On an inhale, roll forward to your high plank. You're gonna come over onto that right side, staggering those feet. Your modification, right knee down, okay? You choose where you go. Weight or no weight. Arm can come up here, hand comes behind head, elbow wide. Right foot stays flexed, left foot comes up and over. Whoops, I'm gonna lose my wire. Would have had a casualty. All right, so here we begin again, sorry. Half the foot behind and over. And if your knee is down, you can do this. Totally same thing. Might feel better to have your right hand flat. I'm finding my knuckles don't feel all that great right here. Keep lifting through that top shoulder, lifting out of that bottom hip for 3, 2, 1. Hand down, let's press back, downward dog. I'm gonna bring my palms flat for a moment, just reaching, letting that knuckles find some relief. On an inhale forward, find your plank. Weight in that top hand, same side. Once again, right knee could be down, totally fine. Otherwise, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start to take that top leg and bring it forward. Maybe the knee is bent, maybe it's straight, maybe you add that top arm. We've done this one before, it's challenging. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Once again, you can have a bent left knee, looking like this. So good, stay with it. Bottom wrist right underneath shoulder, staying lifted out of that right hip for 3, for 2, awesome, for 1, lower down, find that plank, knees down, modified plank, halfway, and lift. Knees can come up or It can stay down just like this. Quick break. 2, 1. Lifting back, downward dog. Take a big sip of breath. Empty it out. Flow through or stay right here. All meeting in downward dog. We need space for movement or stillness. Right foot's gonna step forward, right thumb. You're gonna spin the back heel down, and my front heel is kind of in line with the back arch here. Rising up, hips open to the side. Finding warrior 2 legs. Whew. Good. Now you're gonna straighten through that front leg. Really press through that right big toe mound. Once again, heel to arch alignment. Fingertips light behind the head, elbows wide. Send your left hip back just like that. Just see that exaggeration. Feel that. You're gonna arch up and over and back up. Now squeeze your right glute. Press through the outer edge of the left foot. We're just lifting up to that torso over the hips. And the elbow is not trying to touch the right knee here. It's up and over. You need to abandon the weights in the hands and just bring the hands behind the head, elbows wide, do so. Check in, make sure you're not dumping into that right hip. Stay strong in the lower body. Inhale brings you up. Exhale over. So good. You got this. Move with your breath, slow and controlled. Hold as lower abdominal. Feel that contraction. 5 here. For 4. 3. 2. Last one, find that extension. Hands just kind of coming to chest here. Twist and center. Twist towards the right foot and center. Twist. Find a little bit more leaning over. Really press through that outer edge of that back foot. Almost there. And 1. Bend that front knee. Left arm circles up. Right arm to sky. Find that big side body stretch. Good. Rebend. Find your breath. Palms to sky if it feels a bit better for your shoulders. Cartwheel those hands to the earth. Spin off the back heel. Right foot's going to step to meet the left. Find your breath here. Shift forward. Hover down as you like. Big breath in. And empty, let it go. Inhale here together. Exhale together. On an inhale, roll forward to your high plank. Shoulders over those wrists. Once again, I'm gonna bring my left palm flat here. Right elbow to sky. Flex your feet. Left knee can be down. You're gonna arch that top foot up and over. Once again, if you need to bring the bottom knee down, totally fine. Keep active in that bottom leg so you're lifting out of that left shoulder and hip. Find your breath. 2 more. You got it. Foot down, knuckles to the earth. Bringing the shoulders here, knees lifted or not. 5 chaturanga push-ups. Inhale. Re-engage those legs every time you lift. Belly pulls in. Neck is long. Whew. Back to your downward dog. Take a big breath in. You guys got this. Empty it out. Find that power word. I can, I will. Shift forward, find that plank. Side plank. Top leg. So shoulder right over that bottom wrist. You can start with that front knee bent. Or straight leg. Bottom knee can come down. Weights or no weights. You got this. 2 more. And down, downward dog. Find a little dip. Let it go. Inhale forward. Engage those legs. Reach through the tailbone. Gaze and slightly forward. Shift forward. Hover halfway. Lift and press. Shift. Down. Lift. Press. Breathe. 2. 1. Lower all the way this one. Whew. Bring your hands right underneath the forehead here. Create a little pillow for yourself. Wiggle those hips. Smooth it out. So start with your feet hip distance. Hands in line with those upper ribs. Tuck your chin into the chest. Your forehead may come down here to the earth or stay slightly lifted. Reach those legs off the mat parallel. Heels come together and back to that hip distance. You want to open a little wider and close them together. Do so. Now I want you to find almost like you're actually trying to touch your big toes versus heels here. Because there should be this internal rotation. Lengthen forward, root through the pubic bone. You got it. You can't touch the feet, don't sweat it. If the back bothers you, lower the head. You got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So good. Stay lifted out of the shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Heels or tops of the feet down. Press back to your heels here for table. Find child's for a moment. Release the lower back. Sway a little side to side. Inhale to table. Exhale back, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. Big step forward, left foot, left thumb. Back heel spins down. Heel to arch alignment here, rise up, warrior 2 legs. You've got this. How we doing? Good. Doing awesome. I thought that's how you're doing. So straighten that front leg. Hips rotate towards me, right? Chest towards me. So as you hinge forward, you're gonna hinge here. Elbows wide, hands to the back of the head with weights or no weights. Think about hugging the left glute in, up and over. Charge up the legs as you rise. Inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, up and over. Hinging from the hips. Now check in. That back shoulder likes to rotate you towards the front of your mat. Stay open. Elbow to sky. Kind of to lock out that front knee. But find some stability and strength in the lower body. Belly pulling in, you got it. Let that help lift you. So as if you're crunching in on that exhale, feel that contraction. Makes it that much harder. For 8, you got it. Exhale, contract, feel it. Beautiful, for 5. for 4, 3, stay with it for 2. Last one, hinge, hands come here, twist towards your chest towards the earth, and back. If you need to shorten that stance a little bit, do so. Rotating open and closing into that little twist. You should feel that left side of your torso really contract in into the obliques. For 5, 4, awesome job. 3, 2, 1. Rise up, find that warrior 2, little peaceful warrior side stretch. You're gonna cartwheel to the earth, spin off the back heel, step the back foot in, pyramid pose. So if you need to bring the earth to you with any props, do so. Take your left hand to your left hip crease, reach it back, lower back should be level, heel to heel alignment here. Now, left toes reaching forward, right heel reaching back. If you need to shorten your stance because of flexibility, do so. Got about 3 to 4 feet distance between. You can stay lifted here or fold forward. Now, really reach forward through the left big toe and right heel back. You'll feel a little bit more sensation.
No limit, she craves attention, she praises.
Rebend through the left knee, step forward, right knee to sky, circle the foot down, and switch sides, opposite, foot coming back, left toes angled slightly out, right hip crease reaches back, lower back should be level. Exhale, fold forward.
Cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after the face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark.
Step forward, left knee to sky, slip opener, left foot down. Find your halfway breath in, feel it. Exhale, fold and release. Right foot steps back, find that lunge. Pick up the left leg, sweep the leg to sky, 3-legged. Both feet down. Still flow through if you'd like to one last time, or stay here. When you rise, back up to downward dog, bring your right knee down to the earth, and then hug your left knee behind you, widen the feet. And just start to reach your hips back, kind of like almost into child's pose. So you may stay right here for a little bit longer. Keep the feet flexed. You want to take it a little further, get back between those heels. Be mindful of your knees, affecting the good. The tall right hip drawing down to the earth. You're in that child's pose here, just kind of reaching those hips back. You're slightly suspended, just so you feel that sensation. For those in Gomakasana, if you want to add a little extra sensation, reach forward. If you want to find figure 4 and that feels better, do that. Right hip down, pass forward to the chest. And then coming out as you can, so come forward, opposite knee comes in front. Reach back, find that child's pose combo. Feel that stretch across your left piriformis and glute, and then opening into Gomakasana. Left glute likes to lift here, so root down and from there hinge forward. Coming out as we came, come forward. Those legs out. Shift forward all the way to your belly, coming into Sphinx pose. Wiggle the hips. Take your right arm, thread it through. And then your left arm over to the other side. Trying to stretch into your deltoids and shoulders. You need to bring your forehead to a block here or pillow, might feel better. And then slowly coming out, switch opposite arm underneath. So my left arm's gonna thread through. Tuck the elbows as much into the body as I can. Reach them out further to create a little deeper foundation. And then release. Forehead to the mat. Interlace those fingers, knuckles to the heels. Keep the feet rooted down. Half Shalabhasana here. Exhale the hands down. Use them to assist you up. Sit to the heels. Briefly here, and then coming up, sit to one hip, swing the legs around. One little bit, last little bit of sequence, and then we will find some Shavasana. So, start with the knees bent. You can use weights in the sequence or not. It's your choice, okay? So from here, it's a roll down. So be mindful of where you are. If you are in a spot that's not very comfortable to roll down, just take it a little slower. So you're gonna roll down, knees bent, arms can reach overhead. As you lift up, the right knee draws in, and I sit up out of the heels. Sit out of the hips, excuse me. Other side. Make sure you got space behind you. If it doesn't feel good to reach the arms overhead, just bring them to chest. And be mindful, weights coming over your face. Hold on tight. Like to flex my feet. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower, and extend. Switching it slightly up, you can straighten those legs or stay with knees bent. I'm going to bring my hands to heart. A little slightly overhead might not be bad. You need to bend the knees. Here we bend the knees. Totally fine. You got this. Stay with it. So strong. One more each side. Bend your knees again. Lift, twist to the right. Down, twist to the left. Stabilize those hips of the knees. They like to twist with you as best you can. Almost there. This is where I like to, I tend to slide along my mat like an inchworm. Almost there. One more each side. Holding it upright after the last one. Holding upright. Balancing. One foot draws in, so my right knee draws in, left elbow. Little boat, bicycle variation. Twist. Twist. There we go. So good. So there. For 6. For 5. For 4. Whew. 3. 2. 1. Both sides. Do it. There we go. Oh, release those legs. Awesome job. Find your body Konasana for a moment. Soles of the feet together. Knees opening out. Thighs spinning out and down. Lift out of that lower back to the chest. Stay right there, or maybe a little hinge forward. Draw those shoulders down the back so my chest is reaching forward versus head drooping down. Good out the breath. Rising back up, hands to the outsides of the knees, feet flat. Fingertips face front, reverse table, or if you prefer plank, do so. Walk those feet out, knees right over ankles. You are in plank. Feet reaching towards, toes reaching towards the earth, spinning thighs in, everything's spinning in. Charge at the legs, lift the hips up, open the chest. Oh, feel that stretch. And release down. Beautiful. Stretch those legs out. We're gonna make our ways onto our backside, find a little stretch before Shavasana. Grab any props that you might need, towel, water. So we found Gomukhasana seated here for a moment. You're gonna just find it on your back. So left knee over right. Draw the knees in, hold on to your right hamstring if it's accessible. You can also take a towel behind the legs. If you want a little extra sensation, hands to those shins. As long as you're not straining your neck or hurting your knees, outside to the feet, keep the feet flexed. And then as if you have a string attached to both hip creases, anchoring your hips down, find that.
With my brother standing by. With my brother standing.
Reach equally through both hip creases. One more breath here. And then release the grip. Keep the legs crisscrossed. Coming into eagle leg twist. Legs drop over to the right. Right hand to the outside of the thigh. Left arm up to a diagonal. Anchoring through that left shoulder.
You know it is such a long road we've been walking on.
And then back to center. Hips over to the right. Bring your right leg up on top. Widen those feet apart. Either just hold on to that left hamstring, shin bones, or feet. Once again, check in, make sure the hips aren't twisting with you.
With my sister standing by. With my sister standing.
Gently release. Keep the legs crisscross, eagle legs, twist to the right. Oh, other way. Sorry, twist to the left. Right arm up and over.
Here is what I know now goes like. In your love, my salvation lies in your love.
And then back to center.
Salvation lies in
Squeeze, give yourself a nice squeeze here. Might feel good to do a little happy baby or wide straddle happy baby. Getting into some hamstring and calf stretch. And then finding your way to your final place to practice of stillness.
And you know, sister, my heart's been
Nowhere else to be but right here, right now.
Sometimes my mind is too strong to
Take a big sip of breath here. Breathe it out.
too strong to carry on.
The next couple breaths you take, just let your body relax about 5% more.
When I've lost all care for the things I own, that's when I miss you, that's when I miss you, that's when I miss you, you who are my home.
Give yourself permission to find the stillness.
Salvation lies in your love. My 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 salvation lies in your love, in your love, in your love. Well, I had a dream. I stood beneath an orange sky. Yes, I had a dream. I stood beneath an orange sky. With my brother and my sister standing by. With my brother and my sister standing by. With my brother and my sister standing by.
Start to connect back to your breath. Taking a deeper sip in and out of the body. Feel that energy run through you, wiggling the toes, the fingers. Feels good. Give yourself a big stretch, one end of the mat to the other. And draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug and gratitude for this time, and make your way over to your right side to just pause and collect. Collect this energy, this strength, this compassion, this peacefulness, this ease, this flexibility. Gather anything else that will serve you as you roll up your mat today. Leave all else behind. Feel the head heavy, eyes gently closed, lifting back up to a comfortable seat as we finish this practice. Hands together, heart centered. Take a big breath in together and empty it out together. Lift those hands up to your third eye center point and we close this practice together. Honoring the sweet light within us, bowing together, giving thanks to ourselves, one another, and this beautiful practice. And together saying, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, for all your positive energy and your strength. Love to have you. Till we meet again, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks again.